Ever overhear two dudes talking like the cameras ain't rolling? Yeah, this is that. Style-Free in Memphis sat down, and what came out was raw truth. No clicks, no games. Just what it really means to live this lifestyle and survive it with your dignity, your woman, and your mental intact. From quiet bulls to loud drama, they're talking it all. This ain't the main show. It's the shit we usually cut. But today, we kept it. LS Confessions Pulpit Bonus. Unfiltered.
But I do see that people are really like connected. You know, they form friendships, you know what I mean? And,
Yeah. Man, I think it's I ain't mean to cut you off.
But no, for sure.
But I would say it's pros and cons to everything, right?
Yep.
If you a couple, like, all right, I'm a couple. If I'm a couple and we like to play. I think being in a bunch of communities, like a bunch of small communities, like maybe this is like a Latin community over here, maybe this one is mixed, maybe this is all black, maybe this one is all white, I don't know, right? Mm-hmm. But if you're in a bunch of little communities, maybe it's cool, right? Okay. My con would be what I was saying earlier, you know, like you in all these communities, so you and your couple, your gal, y'all know. Now, something bad happens where y'all have a negative check mark. Mm. If these communities cross in any fashion, you can have a stain on who y'all are as a couple throughout the community.
That's true. That's true.
And so that's why I don't particularly sign up for the ideal of being in like this community or showing up to every party or making friends per se. Because if me and my gal pick somebody, then we picking somebody, but we probably not going to every party saying, hey, she can get it. Hey, she can get it. Like we might go to 6 parties. Yeah. Be chilling. And like somebody catch us at a hot second and we like, you know what? What you talking about? You know what I mean? Like this type of day for us.
Yeah.
But we move in a lifestyle kind of how I moved in it as a single dude. Yeah. And so, but that's me not trying to do too much. You know what I mean? Yeah. So if she changed her mind and said she want to do something different, then we'll explore that. Yeah.
I think I'm into that too, man. The idea of exploring something different and evolving within the lifestyle. You know what I mean? So I think I'm a little bit more open to it after I've met a lot of different people with other mindsets, men that are more open to different things, you know. Like swapping, you know what I mean? Like it's an interesting mind frame to put yourself in, you know, for me, right? I feel like I've never really been in there, but I feel like I could possibly be capable. You know what I mean?
Ladies, I'm in the lifestyle. And yes, I'm literally walking out of my favorite club right now, legs still shaking. Shameless Care hooked me up with their shamelessly aroused cream. It's a generic Viagra topical for women. Honestly, I didn't expect much. But damn, was I wrong. See, during swaps, I usually don't finish. It takes time, focus, the right rhythm, and frankly, trying too hard just kills the mood. So I'd wait and handle things later. Not anymore. This cream, it floods you with blood flow and lights up every nerve down there. I went from probably not tonight to holy shit, again, multiple times. And here's the thing, guys in the lifestyle pop blue pills like Tic Tacs, and no one bats an eye. So why should we just deal with it? Ladies, it's our turn. Take care of your orgasm. Take control of your night. Head to www.shamelesscare.com/cream and use the code KINKY. That's KINKEY. That's KINKEY. That's www.shamelesscare.com/cream.
But it's like, I don't know like what type of training I would have to do. What do I have to go through to get there? You know what I'm saying? Like,
man, you probably gotta ask another brother who didn't. But at the same time, I would say to anybody, if you thought about it, like anybody who watching this, that means they thought about lifestyle shit, right? Yeah. Then I would say, like, if you thought about it, then you open to doing it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because you found your way here, getting more insight on it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I don't think you have to get your mind ready. I think the day that you do it is the day you tell yourself that's okay.
You ready?
It's okay. Like some dude gonna be back there, you know what I'm saying, power drive, like you gonna be, that's okay, you know.
You good, baby? You good?
Fix me her hair and shit. You look beautiful, baby. That's what they be doing, bro.
So I mean, I can
Take care of her, man. You know what I mean?
I can see myself doing that.
Yeah, you know shit. You know, they want to feel, man, for real, what I learned is, like in those little processes, man, if the ones that I saw that seemed like they had a healthy dynamic as far as like another guy or swapping goes.
Yeah.
Well, I can't even say it because I done saw some where they just damn be like 6 dudes come and run through my gas. I can't even say it.
Yeah, it'd be like, I've seen situations like that too.
But I was gonna say the ones where it's like they feel taken care of and safe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so where you just like letting them know they look good, like, you know, validating them and shit.
Yeah.
And so those are the ones I see that be like more, they seem more open, but I imagine the ones where they doing the bangs hella open, because in order to say I want 6 dudes to come over here and pipe me down, like we gotta be open to have that conversation.
Nah, for real.
Like, babe, on Thursday, I'm thinking I want, you know, a couple dudes to come through on me. So
it gotta be a real connection.
That's a strong. They open, so that kills my first point. But I don't know. That's what I'm used to. I'm used to the scenario where it's just, you know, like they pick a couple, invited you or whatever.
Yeah.
So then, like, however you treat your gal, however y'all talk, and then now you like, oh.
So, I mean, have you ever been in positions where you did that? Have your woman in the past, or?
No. I have tried.
Yeah.
So it's not something I'm interested in.
Okay.
So I'm upfront, like what I'm looking for, you know, just me and my gal, I wanted us to get a gal. You know, we get a gal.
Yeah.
Like you our gal.
Yeah.
And so we one person.
Yeah. The unit.
You come do us.
The triple.
Yeah. But
which I agree with. I miss the trouble idea too, bro.
Yeah. So, but my gal, she's more into, you know, like a one and done. Like, so she don't want them to get attached. Mm-hmm. She don't want. So I'm like, all right, bet, compromise.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm also, like I said earlier, I'm a guy who says, you know, like, let me know what your fantasies are.
Yeah.
So I'm open to entertaining, like, whatever the fantasy is. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I tried, but it was canceled. You know what I mean? It's not something that.
It's just what it meant to be.
Yeah, that wasn't something she was trying to do. But I don't get invited to stuff because it's the same reason. Yeah. And that's okay.
So look, this is what I be thinking in my mind. Like, how would you pick the dude? Like, right now, I let her pick the female. You know what I'm saying? We going with the girl. So, and then if it's a natural vibe between all three, or if I meet somebody I know that she gonna vibe with, you know what I mean, I introduce them and see if they kick it off. But for the most part, people come through her, women go through her, you know, and they like us, you know what I'm saying? She would have to approve. So then, like, if you was to switch it up with the man, then I mean, you know what I'm saying, I'd be looking for dudes for her, you know what I'm saying, or that I approve of. But I don't think it would be like that, though. You know what I'm saying? She don't want, you know, but if it was me, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'd be, listen, it gotta be.
So what I did was,
I don't know, bro. I don't know, man.
I was like, shit, whatever I was vibing with, like, I would pick them out, or I would be like, hey, what you looking for? You need to point them out. You need to point it out.
Just point them out. I feel like that'd be the best way to go. Like, But if it can be a mutual thing, right?
Yeah. But my struggle with it is like balance, right? Because if you say what you said at first, you said you let her pick the gal, right? So now, if you use my scenario where it say, well, we let her pick the dude, like in both situations, we gave up 100% of the power to like keep this woman. You know what I mean? And so my struggle with the whole thing is no selection throughout the process. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm working on at the current time. So I'm not just walking into a situation where I had 100% control. And now I'm saying, hey, just so you can tag along, I'm willing to have 0.
Yeah.
Just for the satisfaction of keeping you and potentially doing what I was already doing.
Yeah.
And so after I sat down and thought about it, I was like, nah, I don't need to be walking through no situation saying it's whatever you want. Or so I've been real big on conversations like, hey, this is what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
Like, you need to say what it is, because
straight up,
I don't need nobody walking up to you on the side saying some slick shit. If they do, then, or vice versa. You know what I mean? You don't want no girl walking up to me and then we unsure of what we doing.
Yeah.
And now because you see me over here having this conversation, you feeling uneasy on the other. We don't need none of that.
Yeah, I don't like that, man.
Yeah.
I've observed that happen sometimes, man.
Yeah.
But I don't feel that way though, honestly. If I see someone talking to my wife as it is right now, the way we do things, you know, they want to get to know each other, maybe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
For the most part, if the dude approaching her, that means he see what I see. You know what I'm saying?
But that's us thinking. Us thinking. But if you was off on the side smiling in this little gal face for too long,
it's gonna
then
yeah.
So, but see, my thing is, I never want to ever that shouldn't even ever be a thought that it was a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
Cause like we that locked in. So that's why we not out here moving like we need to move, because like we securing, I'm trying to make sure that we like have a foundation, like a strong base.
Yeah.
Because I feel like this is like if you was in combat, it'd be a lot of landmines. If you had to like get from here to there, it'd be a bunch of landmines. You don't know, but you just like walk in.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's how you have to move in this. Even though it's wide open to where you can do whatever.
Yeah.
You need to be careful where you step. You need to be careful who you bring into your circle. You need to be careful, because it could change the whole whatever.
Yeah. So let me ask you this, bro. As far as like lifestyle as compares to being monogamous, like what would you say is the advantage of being in a relationship where you and your girl participate in the lifestyle versus just being in a regular relationship? Like what is the benefits of it? 'Cause I mean, for me, when I think about it, I think for anybody has maybe like a high sex drive, or somehow they freaky, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how they became freaky, but they freaky. You know what I'm saying? Got fantasies and things to think about. It can be hard to contain that within a one-person relationship without the very perfect right person. But also, the LS comes to the fact that when those ideas want to be explored beyond the one person, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think that's in some people. You know, and I don't know if this is a genetic thing. Maybe it's genetics. I don't know. Maybe it's something that's developed, or maybe it was just like pushed through us. Maybe we, through television or something. I don't know. But I feel like it is a lot of people out there that once you get into the LS, that's the advantage for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I get to live that part of my life and share that with somebody. You know, and I feel like even for me, honestly, I've never been in it by myself though. I've always been in it in a relationship.
Yeah.
So I don't even really know what it would be like to be like a bull just out there, but
I don't really know what it's like to
relationship.
be in a relationship. I haven't done a bunch of relationship stuff as long as I've done it by myself.
Yeah.
I mean, like what you doing is different.
Was there ever a time where you was in a monogamous relationship? I mean, do you have previous encounters where it was you and somebody else? I didn't do that, just like
Yeah, a lot of I'm saying a lot. I haven't had that many, but that's what my relationships were.
Yeah.
Like straight. I mean, some of them, you know, we talked about it. We tried some stuff, but for the most part, like that's how we identify them. It's monogamous.
Yeah. So then you would say, I mean, but now, you know what I mean? Compared, you know, is it kind of the same, but for the most part, you feel like?
I think we live in a society that teaches us how relationships should go. And so this is not everyday stuff.
Yeah.
So when you're trying to do extracurricular activities with no clear-cut rules, I think that the regular everyday teachings of whatever we deal with on a daily, I think it still comes out because if we're in a regular relationship and a monogamous relationship where we don't do none of that, but a big booty girl walk by.
Yeah.
And I'm looking and I'm like, damn, like that shit's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Depending on who my gal is, she might be like, what the fuck? Why you looking at that girl booty? You know what I mean? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But if I'm in a lifestyle and we at a party and a girl walk by with a big booty, I can be like, damn. Now my girl is like, you like that? Is that what you like? You know what I mean? So now we having a conversation about the girl.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's differences, but I still think it's
you think it's kind of the same? I mean,
nah.
Yeah. I mean, I like that freedom to be able to call that out, man.
Yeah.
And to be able to speak with your girl about it. You know what I mean? Like,
I enjoy being able to just talk. You know what I mean? That was just a thought I had. I was able to share it. You know what I mean? So now it feels safe. You know what I mean? Now my gal, she feels better than me. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I'm closer to her now because I was able to say something without fear of punishment.
Yeah, well, that's deep right there, bro. Kind of how me and my wife fell in love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like she really accepted me.
Yeah.
And I was already doing the threesome thing. Me and my girl, I was up before her. We slept with other women. You know, so that's something I was already on.
Man, I was telling you earlier about my first orgy thing that I went to, man.
Yeah.
What it was, we had to send pictures in. These women selected the guys they wanted to come. What? And they said, be here at, I don't even remember the time, bro. But just say 8:30. 8:30, show up. It was like a little mini mansion. So I showed up, parked, walk in, show my little stuff, results, my ID. He was like, yeah, man, come on in, grab some snacks, there's some food in there, drink, you can drink some alcohol if you want some, whatever. I'm like, all right, cool. So I just walk in, like a dude and his wife, another gal, another dude and his wife. It's my first one. I ain't know. It's like 5 brothers on the side. I'm like, what's up, bro? What's up? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know y'all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Y'all are me.
Yeah.
And so he like, yeah, we chopping it up, whatever. Some more couples show up. So eventually it ended up being like 6, 7 women, 5 guys. Man, I might have been there. It might have been 9:15. He's like, all right, everybody here. Ladies, go ahead and slip something comfortable. I was like, we just showed up. I was still eating my sandwich, bro. I'm still eating my sandwich.
Just straight to it.
It was my first party, bro. Like, what they doing? Man, they came out. Man, it was like 7 guys and about 5 women. Yes. So there's more guys than women. Man, I was a little young Thundercat, bro. Because the husbands didn't play. And they just came out, man. The next thing you know, like it was pussy being ate and dicks being sucked, bro. And it was just, I was like, what? Like they tapped the light down a little bit. Man, I was there 45 minutes, man.
Yeah.
Tops. It was going down. I messed with one girl.
Yeah. He was nervous in that yeah.
Bro, I probably busted like 3 pumps.
Dang.
You know what I mean? I was so nervous.
But also it was
I was
a lot of energy, bro, that you was on. You was on, yeah.
Man, but like I said, man, like I was young. I had never saw this stuff before, man. Like I was so far gone. I want to say she was giving me head, and I probably bust twice. Like I was in that motherfucker just busting from the same girl.
Yeah.
She was like sucking, I bust, and then I did like 3 pumps, and I bust.
Oh, she was cold with it.
Man, I don't even.
She was cold with it, bro.
I don't know. It might have been your boy.
I mean, the moment was too big. The moment
My mind was blown, man. I was like, what? Because I was like, people do this shit?
Yeah.
Because when the dude like invited me and told me about it and all that stuff, you know, naturally you looking saying, man, what type of stuff you on? But when he sent a video and he's like, this what we do. I'm like, okay. I ain't never saw this shit before. Let me pull up.
Yeah.
My God, I wasn't even ready, man.
Man.
But I hung in there.
Yeah.
I hung in there, man.
He said, this is what we do. That's lit, bro, that you sent in pictures and got chose. They got, you know, they gotta get picked. That's crazy.
That's how that was. But
that feel elite though, like, you know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I was used to. So when somebody say, "Hey, we have a whole community of people and we just bounce around the community," I'm like, well,
yeah.
Because when you leave, you'll be quick to say, "Yo, me and John or me and Christina,"
yeah,
because everybody know each other.
Mm-hmm.
But if we just like, hey, little message come out, hey, Friday 8:45, you know. Want you to pull up like you was picked. You're not gonna be going out saying when you leave and be like, yo, me and John and Christina was at this crazy party. It was lit. Yeah. Nobody gonna ever know.
Yeah.
Cause y'all like, man, this was a invite only deal.
Private little thing.
Like private party.
That's lit, bro.
And so when people say they know each other and I'm just like, my mind be blown. Cause I'm like, well, that's not, you know, at that point, it's not lifestyle to me no more. Yeah. Like we friends, like y'all friends who fuck each other. You know what I mean? So y'all, we just cool at this point. You know what I mean? I feel like
friends that fuck each other.
If we hang out all the time, you know what I mean? If I come to your kid's birthday party and I show up to graduation, we friends.
At that point,
like, forget that lifestyle stuff. Because if I don't show up, you're going to be like, why you ain't show up? Like, you ain't going to be like, oh, motherfucker, we fucking. You ain't show. You're going to be like, no, you my friend. Yeah. My baby graduating. I just graduated college. Like, why you ain't show up? If I say, man, I thought we was just fucking. You motherfucker be pissed.
You be mad at the motherfucker.
Right. So.
Nah, that's for real. Say, for instance, you talking to a girl, right? And then you hit her at the party.
Yeah.
And then you may see her again at another party.
Yeah.
Automatically, you know what I'm saying? Because you're at the other party, she walk up to you like, now I gotta be around you, we're gonna do it this party. Like, she done selected you as her guy, her party hitter guy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like, think that's a fair thing to do for somebody within this community? Or you rather not even see the person again at all? Or could you have like a consistent person that you go to the party and hit?
If at a party?
Yeah.
Nah. At a party, like sleep with everybody but me. Like pretend like we don't even know each other.
Where?
Like if I fucked you at a party.
Yeah, fucked at a party. Now you see it at another party.
I don't want that. I mean, I ain't saying I don't want it. But I ain't sweating at the party.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you got my number, I don't know. Maybe hit me up sometime. Maybe we both just like on some chill shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
But for real, if I see you again, we can hug. But I don't. Matter of fact, I'll go let these dudes know you looking for something right now.
Yeah.
But I'm not bothered by it. Like I'm not attached to it. You know what I mean?
Ladies, I'm in the lifestyle. And yes, I'm literally walking out of my favorite club right now, legs still shaking. Shameless Care hooks me up with their shamelessly aroused cream. It's a generic Viagra topical for women. Honestly, I didn't expect much. But damn, was I wrong. See, during swaps, I usually don't finish. It takes time, focus, the right rhythm, and frankly, trying too hard just kills the mood. So I'd wait and handle things later. Not anymore. This cream, it floods you with blood flow and lights up every nerve down there. I went from probably not tonight to holy shit, again, multiple times. And here's the thing, guys in the lifestyle pop blue pills like Tic Tacs, and no one bats an eye. So why should we just deal with it? Ladies, it's our turn. Take care of your orgasm. Take control of your night. Head to www.shamelesscare.com/cream and use the code KINKY. That's KINKEY. That's KINKEY. That's www